Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you here. Midday Money on a Tuesday, October the 19th. Teaser Tuesday, we like to call it. For those of you, the Degenerate Nation, love your teasers. Crazy money line parlays. How'd that work out for you last night? Buffalo Bills, easy money, right? They just beat Kansas City. Tennessee lost to the Jets. Tennessee's terrible. Well, I hope you took the +6 and the over 53 and won money, just like we had Seattle and over 42.5 on Sunday night. Again, public loses. I'll take a win. Although for the year, football, 54% for me. Not super duper, but I'll take it. Big play-wise, cashing on the 10-star. I'm happy about my big games. Even in college, I've hit last couple of my big plays there. Overall, college, not a good season. College football so far, under 500. Baseball, we're still 8 games under 500 for the year, but I'm still making money there because of I grabbed some dogs, things like that, and I've futures cash there. It helps out humongous when you start cashing overs, and I'm gonna hit some player futures there. But college just has not been too good for me. Again, big plays, 10s, and my short shots were 5 and 4. I don't know, but at least it's the last couple of weeks they've been coming around my bigger plays there. And NFL, 8 and 4 in my 10s and my short shots. So happy about that. Free picks are scrolling. Best free play today, Dave. I'm going to probably say over Astros, my favorite free play today. Already hit the like button. Richie, you always hit the like button. Thank you. Look at this. Michael B's here. We got a pair of guys here. 2 of the 3 people moving on in the contest next week are here. Good morning, James. How are you? Like Carolina in college. Over Sox game and the Bucks over. I can see Milwaukee going over. Sox game over, yes. Carolina in college. Which Carolina? We got North Carolina State, Eastern Carolina, Coastal Carolina. What do we got here? Nets under from Big Facts. Astros got smoked. Yes, they did. We had Stros in the over there. So video yesterday 4-2. Tennessee the over, Houston in the over, and on the ice, Kraken lost. But how about a puck line +150 on a Blues? So nice winning day there on the video. We'll take it. And in the video, I actually, it was deleted. The StreamYard comes up. It's like your memory's full. So I'm like, my memory's full. What do I pay a yearly thing for here? You get like 50 hours of stuff on a whatever. The pro program, whatever nonsense I got here. So I'm like hitting delete, thinking, all right, I'm just going to delete. I ended up deleting like all the broadcasts off every platform instead of just the recordings. But whatever. What am I going to do? Nick, hello. App. What's up? What's app? I thought you were going to talk about Appalachian State tomorrow. Going Red Sox. Yes, I like the Red Sox. I got Red Sox in the over tonight. As much as I thought, Houston, I got the future on Houston here in the series. I'm not loving it. They got some, starting pitching woes here for the Astros. Warriors and the Nets money line. Nets money, I can do Warriors. Possibly get there. I'm not high in the Warriors. I got a couple. They're one of the 5 totals I'll give out today, what I like in the future-wise. Bucks, I like the other side there. Coastal -4 off a bye week playing App State. I like the other way there. Actually, I kind of like the over there, Lewis. So give me the over in that game. Coastal with the extra rest, right? 10-game dress. App State in. They just scored 13 points. Coastal quarterback's completing like 70% of his passes, something insane. And they run the ball like crazy, but I still like the over. LBJ under 24.5 points for LeBroni. Coastal might be a trap game. I just I kind of lean App. App's supposed to be right up there with Coastal. Obviously, not as sexy numbers-wise with them this year, but home puppy off a bad loss. I can get behind it. Good morning, Plus Money Honey. Yes, hit the like button. And last Woody today. Make sure you go check out last Woody standing. And I'm pretty sure the Woodies are doing excellent in the Circa. Me and the other guys from Picks and Parlays, we do have a Circa entry, and apparently not doing good. My Circa pick's pretty good. I lost the first game, had New England week 1 against Miami, didn't get there, but we've been reeling off the wins since then. Tennessee on the road in week 2 against Seattle. Cleveland has a touchdown. Giants as a big dog. Outright. Texans should have won for us. Outright. The other week against New England. Vikings. Shouldn't have gotten overtime. Should have just been a total blowout. So I'm happy. I'm 5-1 on my picks there, and I think I'm 19. I'm in another contest, and it's much like the super contest or circa kind of, same thing. Pick 5 games, that kind of thing. And I'm 19, 10, and 1. So again, I mentioned my better plays are all winning. Well, there you have it. And 19, 10, and 1, and I'm actually leading that contest with that group of other people. Michael, gotta go Red Sox. Drinkies, yes. Drinky has been bad. Yes. Yes, I do like the under in the Orioles win total. You know what? Let me grab a banner here, and I'll put the totals up for you to see. I mean, I'll say them out loud. We're gonna have, real fast. We'll get the comments. So I got the Rockets under 24, Knicks under 42.5, Suns under 51.5. Warriors under 48.5, and the Raptors over 35.5. So those are my NBA totals. Again, I really don't jump into a lot of NBA futures. I did a couple here I looked at because I knew people were going to ask, and people love NBA. I understand. And going forward to this year, I'll try to have an NBA pick every day. We'll see. Again, we do this show at noon. And, in 3 weeks, these guys are going to be sitting out with whatever. They're tired. We're tired. We can't play today. So we'll see how we do in the picks. Although the free picks, last year we got them out. They were winners. In the free pick, folks, believe it or not, new people to the channel. We got a lot of people been here since March when we started this up. They will let you know that the channel, the free picks here in the show, we're definitely up money. I've only been keeping track of the NFL and college football because I didn't think I'd be doing it every day when we started out. I know college basketball was a big winner. College NBA, I know we were up because I compared the free picks to how many picks I just put out regular season for the NBA, and we did a lot of playoff picks. So but I'll do more NBA. Listen, I don't like betting it, but I'll give out some winners here. Don't you worry about it. NHL tonight. I got a couple of NHL. Some dogs I grabbed here in hockey. I'll tell you my NHLs that I bet on. I like the Stars. I grabbed the Panthers. I grabbed the Avalanche. We'll see. So far out of the gate, not too good. Lost, but we had the Tampa Bay opening night. Puck line didn't get there. We came back on we came back on them. And we faded the Penguins again in the second game there. So the Penguins, because we had Penguins play Tampa. So, but those are the games I like tonight. Big facts. But again, slow out of the gate in NHL. I see your picks. They're there. They're rolling. I tell you anyway. Don't worry about it. Pine Bluff Llama in the house. Hit a 3-leg parlay on Manic Monday with Detroit Lenny yesterday. Detroit Lenny. Lakers tonight. Yeah, what can possibly go wrong? Although this game, will I be shocked if the Lakers win this one? Not really. I like the under in this game because the Lakers are going to play defense. Golden State. I'm just not sold on Golden State. I know people. Golden State should win a lot of games. Well, we'll see. I don't think so. See how it plays out. Braves money line. I do like the Braves, right? I mean, I'm getting what's the tape back here? 170 I grabbed yesterday. I'm more on 172. So yeah, I like Atlanta. I like the under. At that price, take a shot with the Braves. You're getting a big number. Pressure's on Dodgers down 2-0. Over Pistons 220. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow's game. I do like the Pistons. I think everybody's going to be on the Bulls tomorrow. If I got the schedule correct, I don't have it in front of me. Colorado and the Lightning. Money line on the ice. This is a game I do like the Avs. And Tampa, again, looks good, right? You're only laying 115 at home here, but I'm on the other side with the Panthers. It opened at 140. It's down to 115-ish. Dominic, good morning. The Raptors. Yeah, the Raptors. What's up? I want the Raptors. Take Toronto. Take Toronto to be a winner, Michael. Don't ask questions. Just put a little something on it, and then I'll see you in April. I'll see you before April. We'll cash in March. Love the Devils tonight. Kraken worn out, running like dog. Yeah, this is probably a good spot for New Jersey here, right? This is a back-to-back for Seattle. How about a little? What's the puck line here? Maybe I'll grab a little puck line on New Jersey. A little dirty Jersey here. Fade Kraken. Long way from home. Plus 165 puck line. I'm doing it. I can write it down and put it in after the show. Devils puck line. I gotta write it down. I like this spot, Eric. Good job. Cash with Colorado State. Team back-to-back. What you thought on them in this spot against Utah State? This one, actually, I think, did I throw this one in the how about this? Tuesday teaser, Mountain West money. I rolled out Utah State here as a dog. So I'm going to tease that up to 10.5. This is the Tuesday teaser called Mountain West Edition. Why not? I'm just trying to find some things. Though the teasers, we did cash them over, right? We won. Actually, Cleveland lost our other teaser plus 5.5. We went 2-1 in that one, but the other NFL teaser went a perfect 3-0. And NA college football teaser, winner again in that teaser. Where's that one at? Got to just pull up the right. Oh, where's that? There we go. Syracuse. Who's this one? This is. I can't read my handwriting. It started with an N. Marshall -4. It's a Friday night teaser. And San Diego. So that was a winner. And then we had Bama, Oklahoma, K-State was a winner. And then Cincy, Texas Tech, and Georgia. Georgia couldn't. I mean, come on with that. Let's call timeout with 3 seconds left. Terrible. Like that is Lakers. Don't trust the Lightning yet. Getting back to that Georgia game. Are you kidding me? Now, we have said, I'm pulling this one up just so I don't lose it in the chat because the comments I'm seeing is scroll down, missing a lot of new stuff. And I always joke because people say stuff to come on like, oh, the game was fixed. Did you see that? It's fixed. The problem now with college, I'm not saying the game is fixed by any stretch of the means. You got a coach on Kentucky. 3 seconds left, 7 seconds, calls a timeout to punch in a play when everybody knows it's sports betting, everybody knows the line. What is the purpose of that? As opposed to just taking an 11-minute drive, fishy. And I said this, I was talking to another cat who's in the business, and we're talking about whether it be NFL or college. These teams now are, right, it's the Caesars Superdome. We're brought to you by BetMGM or FanDuel or DraftKings or Barstool Sportsbook, whatever the case would be. Everybody's got some kind of affiliation with a sportsbook now. People, and we laugh like that's fixed in. Right? There goes the refs under the hood calling Vegas on this replay. New people to sports betting, and there are millions of you. That's immediately what you're going to think when you see something fishy. When you're going to see a bunch of Jamie Foxx commercials in the middle of a game, or whatever the case may be. And baseball with the strike zone, people are gonna. That's just what common people are gonna do, right? That's my 2 cents. Don't let my hatred of Steph Curry sway you off the Warriors side. Well, I just don't think the Warriors are going to get it done tonight. I just think everybody will be betting the Warriors. The line is down. But let's be honest. It was at 5. This line was 5.5, I think, when it opened. And I'm seeing 3s now. So everybody's betting the Lakers. Or everybody's betting the Warriors. You should know this, Mike. I'm not going to bet a team that everybody's betting on, especially a public dog. On a game where there's 2 NBA games, I'm not jumping on with the rest of the world taking Steph Curry and the Warriors. that won't pay off well in the end. Big X, what do you say, fella? Braves first 5 in the game be tied after 5 plus 500. I think I bet 5 times the playoffs. Yeah, you know what? That is a nice 1.5, right? Why not? 0-0, 1-1, 2-2, whatever the case may be. If you're just sprinkling in, right? Like, people aren't betting huge amounts of money on this. So people's bankrolls are all different. We know people aren't coming in here betting $20,000 a game. 10, 15 bucks. Worst case, you split out. Or otherwise, you hit a big nut there. I like it. Free picks are scrolling. Do I play my free picks? Yes. Listen, a lot of the free picks, big facts, are plays that I actually have up on the sites that I don't put in packages, or if I put like a 3-pack up or something, I'll have one of the games in there. I mean, tonight, if you want to go to, like, if you purchase my plays, you'd be like, wait a second, I bought, your NBA winner was the Nets plus 105. How come you're giving it here for free? I mean, I got the Braves up there on the website, plus 172. Yeah, these games they're not just games I throw out for poops and giggles on here. I mean, if that was the case, big facts, I'd come on here, I'd be like the guy say, well, we're just gonna take who's the big money line fade. I'll just come in here with ridiculous 340 money line favorites and be 7-1 every day. No, these are games I think about and bet on, and they're borderline plays that I sell. I just don't come in here with a bunch of nonsense. And I said this as I was moving when I started doing the March Madness shows, and people started talking about player props and this and that in baseball, things I really didn't get into. Did I kind of dabble in things like that a little bit on my own betting? Sometimes, but I find myself all of a sudden you do stuff like that, and $100 turns into $1,500 real fast. So I never really concentrated a lot on that, like the teasers. Now I do the Tuesday teaser show I put out. Do I find myself betting some teasers now every once in a while? Yes. I'll put a quarter on these, $50, $100, whatever. I have other things locked in with bigger money, If I'm going to take a random $50 shot on a teaser, I do it for the show. So I could be, these are, again, it's not just some game I pick out of a hat. Like I'm like, all right, what do I like here in this spot? So yeah, the free plays here are, if they're not already on the premium side of things, they are right there, and things I bet for the show, like the teasers. I always have some on a teaser, $50, $100 something, just because I come here to tell you I like it. And if I don't have it, I tell you I don't have it. You've been here long enough, big facts. And I'm like, this is a game I got to lean on. I didn't bet it, but that's why I like it. A lot of volume. I throw out a lot of volume plays for sure. All the Red Sox 2.5 plus was 350. I like it, Mike. I like it. So this is what I'm talking about. So I'm 9 games under with baseball, but I told you I'm up now, right? I had a big weekend. I said I loved NFL. I had a nice weekend. I hit my big games on Green Bay, the Cowboys, at Alabama. Penn State over last week. A couple games I really, really loved, and I really went all in on, even though I'm having a bad college football season. So I made up a lot of ground the last couple of days. But also making money in baseball is on things like this. Like I will come in sometimes. Now in the show, I don't throw out a bunch of crazy things like this because I don't do it. It'll be 15 minutes before the game starts. If I kind of like this game, what do I have it at? I already have a run line play or something. I'll look. Like this is a spot. I didn't look at this today. I just kind of like the Sox anyway for the chat. So I just throw this up. And again, basically on like sites, it's side or total. You can't get into some sites now have you can bet halves. They have first half lines and totals. So this is never something I really did because people didn't bet them. Let's be honest, until now. But yeah, definitely agree with that. I think the Sox are going to win. I think this game's going to be like 8-4 again. Another big offensive game. Plus 350. Let's go. I do love it's. You know what? I do like the academy teams. Like at first when I was looking at it, I'm thinking to myself, how can I turn? Because I'm like, can we take a bunch of road teams today? Can we turn into like a road round? Just take a bunch of road teams. And I want to take Air Force. I do. Unranked team, laying points to the ranked team. But if I get a rank, I'm thinking about throwing Clemson out here, right? Now, I said last week Clemson started out as a small little fave. Now they're a dog. You can get Clemson in a teaser. I think I said the water here. I think, what are 3.5, even 4 in some spots at 10. I mean, like, I don't think Clemson's a good team. They're missing a lot of guys, a lot of injuries. But like San Diego State, if I'm getting a team at plus 10, 10.5, they're ranked. Still a decent team. Air Force is a good team. Air Force isn't a team that is going to run up a San Diego State team and beat them by huge double digits. So when I do the little teasers and stuff like that, I try to get a little theme to it. I try not to mix fade with a dog. I try to keep them all going the same way, just for the show, I guess. With you on the Lakers. Yeah, I think everybody's gonna be on the Warriors, so give me the Lakers. I didn't bet the Lakers. I like the under. I might grab some under money. I want to see if it moves at all. I like the under. Under Warriors game. There we go. Sheets are ready. Anybody else have a singing washing machine? I love it. I'm not gonna know the washing's done. Like, who puts washing and forgets to have washing? Who does that? I never understood that. Oh, I forgot. I forgot to wash it. What? Do you leave stuff in the oven and burn food? I always wonder why I go for points now. Now, big facts. It's one thing when the old prevent defense comes in, right? 2-minute drill, you're rolling down the field, blah, 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 and you get a garbage touchdown with a minute left. I've had it. I've lost games like that. That's the prevent defense, right? Prevents you from covering. You roll out an 11-minute drive, no urgency, down 30 points or whatever. I mean, right? This game wasn't even close. And then you're calling timeouts? Come on, man. Listen, it is what it is. I've lost bad games on wacky plays like this. It's not the first time you've had questionable play calling and people be like, oh, the fix is in. I get it. It's funny. New people, you're going to be like, Arr! If I didn't shave my hair would be falling out anyway from 30 years of betting games. All types of wacky crap goes on. 2-minute drill. I could the prevent defense. I understand. Calling a timeout with 5 seconds left. That's a rough one to get over. And I always say this. You're like, oh, it's your best win. I don't remember my wins. Every game I bet, I should win. That's why I bet it. I bet a team laying 20. They better win by 40. I bet a dog 10 or less. They better be in the right to the end as maybe an outright winner. So I don't remember my wins as much as losses. Loss like that, tough losses, like that's a rough one. That's that one could have been a win. Oh, Oklahoma, Kansas the other day. Oklahoma's up. Kansas runs back a kickoff return with a minute to go in the game. Are you kidding me? Come on. Dodgers and Lakers for Elliott. Of course, he's going all Hollywood, LA style. Dodgers, their backs are all. Listen, Bueller's great. I like Bueller. You know that. I got a Bueller Cy Young ticket. I like Bueller. But at 170, I'm going to take a shot on a team up 2-0, playing with house money, and the pressure's on LA. Kevin, great pick last night. Thank you very much. Everybody want to come in and no way me with Buffalo. Okay, we'll see what happens. I mean, folks, every game is different. It's just different. It happens. And, okay, that was a good win for me. All right. It wasn't even a good win. That's a no-brainer win there. Seattle, no-brainer win. But like a fool, I had Miami early Sunday. I'm thinking, all right, I like their coach Flores. I think Urban Meyer's in over his head. So it was 3, I'll lay it. Bad play. Well, it is what it is. We win, we lose. We move on, Kevin. A lot of action, a lot of games. Boston team total over. Yes, Elliott, yes. Boston. Listen, I'm going to lose my Houston series bet here. I get it, but I'm going to make up for it because I'm going to have – I had the over yesterday more than I had the Astros, right? Because I'm already locked in the Astros for a series. So I just need them. I'm like, it's basically a pick 'em. Let's go. Today, it's let's go. I'm going to be on Boston for the rest of the series. And that's that. We're nickeling it up. Let's go. We try to make a little scratch here off the Sox for the next couple games. Nets and the Lakers. I'm with you, Rob. I'm with you. Braves 165. I like it. I got 172 yesterday. Astros Sox on the over. I'm with you to 10. Yes. Yes, run first inning. Dodgers and Braves. Ooh, bold, Eric, coming out with the bold. I'm pulling for the under there, but Okay. Lakers are just as public as Warriors. Yes and no. Yes and no. People love. I mean, there's a lot more LeBron hate than there is Curry hate. I think. This is like the immovable force and the irresistible object, right? It's just like two. It's like what was it in Predator? Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers, the old handshake with them going at each other. I was unavailable for that photo shoot when they're looking for big biceps. Lex, how are you today? When will you have the college basketball shows? Well, I mean, we're going to do midday money every day. So there'll be college basketball. Obviously, for March Madness, for tournament time at the end of February, we'll roll in a night show. I'll bring back the everyday, the 7-day a week night show. We'll bring back for sure. We'll see. I don't know. I might be in Vegas. You never know. You got to see how things. You never know how things are going to go. But there'll be something. If I got to do it on the road, I'll do it on the road. That's no problem. Team total over has got. It was. I think it was still 4.5 earlier. Eric. Yep, 4.5. He says. 4.5. Look at the line movement. Red Sox game kind of scared. The whole world's on the Sox from them. Yeah, well, that's because people are like, "Wow, Zach Greinke's terrible," and Red Sox are hittable. That's like, think it this way, Mike. I got a little bit on the Sox. I'm more invested on the over here. Get more invested on the over. Braves, definitely worth a shot, right? We're getting 170, 165. You're up 2-0. House money. Pressure's on. Mr. Nika, how are you today? Thank you for coming in. Boston over to 9.5. Big X, you only got with 9.5. Where's there 9.5 left? There's no 9.5 left. I feel you, Higgs. On games I pick, I should win. That's, people say, well, what do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't know. That's why I tell you this. I don't really watch games. I'm not watching games. Last night, I'm seeing my son on the couch where he was watching a little bit of – he's rewatching like the Walking Dead series. I'm like, well, I'm going to watch Fear the Walking Dead. You want to watch it? We're like 4 episodes in season 1. He hasn't seen it. And then I'm like, what's the score of the Tennessee game? He's like, oh, it's 34-31. Tennessee's up. I'm like, good. I said, we got Tennessee plus a 6 winner. He's like, oh, they're – and he was telling me Tennessee's going in. Was it Buffalo going in at the end of the game? I saw this highlight this morning. Again, watching games – why? Because then you're sitting there live betting. Some days I do. Some days I watch a little bit. I get it. But I'm not sitting there watching all the time. Loving Wednesday NBA and Sunday NFL. Mystique, I know you love your NBA, and there'll be definitely more NBA this year from me. I know when you popped in last year, I didn't have a lot of NBA, and I joke, right? NBA, no betting allowed. And playoff time was nothing but action. That being said, I'm a man of the people, Mystique. Everybody wants their NBA. We'll come in with some NBA. I don't know if I'll really get into a lot of player props. That'll be something I'll kind of look into maybe as the season progresses. I'll try to find things. Because a lot of that is they come out later. It's tough finding a lot of that stuff early in the morning. But I'll definitely try to have a game every day for the videos here. And I'll give you my 2 thoughts on – my 2 cents of brain thoughts on whatever NBA games are. Because the NBA is just tricky because of these guys who take off. Braves reverse run line -1.5. There's a big baller play right there going Braves reverse run line. If you think the Braves are going to win, why not? I get it. But I'm only taking 170. That's not too shabby. That's got to be a nice payoff there. Them laying 1.5. It's got to be probably up to the 250 range, I'm guessing. Anything really nice for soccer? No. Happy NBA opening day. Yes, it's NBA opening day, and we're going to have the Nets and the Lakers win. Bucks money line. Nah, I'm against you there. Give me the Nets. I like the Nets and the over, Dougie. And after the show, I'm going to go do a TikTok, and I'll do the Dougie. So I'll go to start doing some TikTok dance thirst trap videos. I'll do the Dougie and all types of fun things. But give me the Nets and the over. Yes. Heat is on. Cold in Boston. Stop cursing, big facts. I'm throwing out curse words here. We don't do that in this show. It's not bad here. It's nice. Although I have to adjust. I don't know what it's like down here because I just had the air is always set for like 71 in the house. So it's like dual zone-ish, right? So it's always on 71. But it's like chilly sometimes. Like you come in, I'm like, ooh, it's a little chilly. Like you think 70s, I don't know. It's different, I guess, with no humidity. Obviously, I mean, I think Vegas isn't bad when it's 115. I'm like, this isn't bad out here. Arm wrestling match. Carl Weathers actually beat him in real life off camera. You know, see, could it be possible? I don't. I just think that in that spot, Arnold's just you're taller. Arnold's what, like 6'2", 6'3". Carl Weathers a little shorter. I don't know. Arm wrestling, it's not as much as his strength as his really technique and just having a quick. There's this cat Todd I knew back in the day, and I was 20 and I was strong, and this guy was a little 170-pound, 5'6" guy, and I'm 6'1", 260, 270, and still in my prime, you know. And I couldn't even start. He'd have me down. I don't know what he did. I couldn't even. I don't know. Arm wrestling wasn't my thing, apparently. Any given Sunday, that's why they play. Yes, it is. That is why, Danny. Right? Eric Wiener. Listen, I'm not a big soccer guy. If Ashley was here, Ashley usually comes in and gives us good soccer winners. Where's Ray? Where's Ray Reddington? He's a soccer guy. There's got to be somebody who does soccer. I do not do soccer, Eric. If you're newer to the show, I've never bet soccer my whole life. I think I played freshman year in high school. I was a fullback. I played with high-top sneakers on, and I just level people. That's all I did. I don't know anything about soccer. I don't pretend to know. It's a sport. It's just something I never did. That, tennis, you know. I'm sorry. My apologies. People in the show might have a soccer play for you, but that is not. I don't do it. I don't pretend. I don't come in here and lie and say, I'll give you MMA and soccer and Premier League or whatever. No. Nope. Home run prop. Renfro Martinez, both around plus $4. Why not? This is how you make a little money, folks. If you want to have and I don't condone, because I always say once you're on that app and you're hitting buttons, your $50, $100 bet triples and quadruples because you're all over the place doing bets like this. If I'm doing stuff like this, two guys here off of a guy like Greinke's not pitching well, why not? You got to do one or the other though. If you want to jump in on if you like the Sox and you're on the over already, if you want to put $50 on this or however your bankroll is, somebody's 50 could be somebody else's 500 each. This would be good. You got two guys plus 400. They both hit home runs off the guy, and Greinke's been pitching terrible. Bucks money line in the under. Golden State over. I'm not on the Bucks right here. Not that I want to be like an easy revenge game. KD Harden. Harden would be my MVP pick if I'm picking an MVP future, and there's guys you could choose from between him and Luka, whoever you want to go. I think Harden's going to be a monster. KD, I think, is great. So I'm going to go Nets there. And I just like the over because if that's the case, and if you like the Bucks, you think the Bucks are going to shut down the Nets? I think it's going to be up and down. You know, because if you like the under, that means the Bucks are going to win this one like 107 or 100 or something ridiculous. The Nets don't score. Golden State over. You think they'll be able to push the pace there? See, I think both of those guys are under teams. We're going to find out, Lex. We're going to find out. Man City and PSG parlay for soccer. Here you go. Eric was looking for some soccer, and Miss Danica delivers. Here she is, right on spot. Vegas thought they made its money back with the Titans. Well, I mean, I'm sure they probably made off well like Bandits when they had Seattle the other night. And you know what? I don't know why they say Vegas made their money back, because New Jersey is the betting capital of the world now, money-wise. How about the guy with the Bills left on both file slips, didn't cash out 90K on each? Yeesh. Now, I'm not a big I'm cashing out kind of guy, right? I mean, I say this. We're betting. We're going for it. I mean, you're sitting on $200,000. Now, one, you don't know the guy's money. Like I say this all the time. Somebody wants to come in here and say they're making $90,000 in NBA preseason. Good. That guy could work for Google or Intel. I don't know what he does. You know, you see people bet. I saw the guys post up somebody who had $6 $500,000 bets. One person. Is he, is that a pro? That's definitely not a pro. That's some guy who's a multimillionaire coming to bet games. This guy let it ride. It could be nothing for him. That $90,000 is $90 to him. I don't know what to say. Am I going to cash out on? I got 2 tickets. I'd cash one. You're a guaranteed winner. I don't like so that I understand that. One thing I'd be like, I get it. You want to kind of make money back, but you don't know the guy could be like, who cares? I know what you're saying there, Dan. They always make their money. I was just making a joke about Jersey. For Lex's standpoint, where he's like Vegas made his money back. Yeah, they make their money. Someone again, I mentioned it yesterday, but I deleted the video by accident. I was trying to delete the recordings. I don't know. So, again, this ridiculous thing. Your memories. Anywho, and he's just talking about like this money line parlays. This money line. Take all the money line fades. It'll be great. And I'm thinking to myself after Seattle nearly pulled off and Buffalo does. I'm like, you think it's easy, right? You get there. It's not the case. They have, sports books open up every day. New sports books are jumping online. I mean, we can talk about all the shady ones that don't pay and just close up shop after a week. But I mean, come on. It's never that easy. Fade Arizona football every game. Washington should blow them out. Little pack attack. 17.5. Man, what happened to Arizona? I'm old enough to remember Arizona played Washington, and it was in Washington. And I think the total was like 26. Let's go back to like 93, 94. I think it was like the Simeon Rice Arizona days. Or no, who was the other? No, was it Simeon Rice? I think he was on Illinois. They had great defensive teams back in the day. Come on. Somebody go back to Arizona 93, 94, 95 teams. Find out some numbers on that. And that's first quarter under 59.5. Think they're going to come out slow here, Bill? Slow out of the gate? Here we go. Dougie's coming in for Eric. Eric was looking for Eric W. was looking for soccer, not Eric T. So here we go. Some more soccer from the fan group here. From the chat. From the fan chat. Liverpool today is a good soccer play. Here we go. So, again, I appreciate guys who, and gals, everybody comes into the chat and contributes because, I don't do soccer. We make jokes about this. I make jokes about soccer and tennis and stuff like that. But there's people who watch and bet on it. What do you think about the parlay? Dodgers under 8.5. So you tease that up a run? Okay, I like it. Milwaukee, I don't like. Lakers, I like. Boston over. Yes. The Milwaukee. The thing with the Milwaukee is it's money line, Michael. I mean, it's 105, 110 either way. It's a coin flip game. The others I like. I think the Dodger game is going to be low scoring. I think Boston could hit the 8 themselves. I think the Astros could probably get 6 themselves. And I think the Lakers win. That line's coming down. Everybody's betting Golden State. So that's that. I bet the Nets. So I like for you to win, go 4-0, but that doesn't help my pocket. Be careful, Liverpool. I see 1-1 draw. Mr. Nika's knowing her soccer. Mike. Good luck to Houston and Grinky. Jeez. Yeah. Grinky's going to get shelled. And where you been, Mike? I haven't seen you in a bit. But yeah, Boston should win this one. Boston in the over for me today. Home run prop, quarter unit plays. Back on total basis. Listen, you're going to come in, and then anytime you put in your home run props, Michael, it's a guy or a couple guys who have multiple home runs versus the pitcher, or they've just played well in the series against said team. They just hit the staff we talked about. I remember going back to Nelson Cruz. I don't think he had a home run in that series versus the Twins, but it was like a spot where, he's facing his old team. Maybe he clubs one. At plus money, it's worth it. I totally agree. Totally agree. Call the Titans. Thank you very much. Again, Alex, it was just people just think the Bills are going to win because they won last week. That doesn't mean anything. That does not mean a darn thing. Mattress Max says Astros went on for 20 mil. Is that what he's got on it? Because of his furniture? Listen, I went to his furniture joint. I'm like, bro, this is expensive as heck, bro. I'm getting out of here. Like, I was like, if the Astros won, it'd be great. I mean, those people made out like bandits. But it's not like, because there's, I don't know. I'm not getting into furniture talk down here. You go to some places and they're like, kind of like not a Kia, a little higher end of Kia type places. That's like stuff. Like my wife likes kind of like that farmhousey kind of look. So I need that rustic kind of feel. Like his stuff is like whack. I'm like, I'm not paying that for. Get out of your mind. Like, I need practical stuff. If I'm going to waste money, it's going to be on betting or a trip somewhere. 2K and a 10-team parlay. So he was 9-0 in his parlays. Why didn't he just cash one out? I appreciate the fact he's a gambler, Big Facts. He's like, you know what? I'm on that baby roll. Let's go for it. But again, you don't know what kind of payroll the guy has. You don't know what kind of bankroll he's got. And I said payroll. I meant bankroll. You don't know what he's rolling. I could have been like, whatever. And maybe he had other winners. I don't know. If I have two, I'm probably going to cash one. I'll be honest. One, I'll let it ride. I'm a gambler. Let's go for it. Kind of like UConn plus the number. UConn. Oh, this is football. I'm like, wait a second. I forgot they have a football team. Mid-Tennessee getting 15.5. You know what? I wouldn't mind taking a shot with UConn, right? They got rid of their coach. Maybe they're playing a little better. I can see that angle, Eric, right? No one's giving UConn a chance. I get it. Yeah, they love that free hype. I mean, please, DraftKings. I mean, it's me. I try not to advertise the sportsbook and stuff that I do. I mean, you see me I'm in Vegas. I may see him at Bally's, wherever I'm at. Not that I'm saying, oh, go here and use this book or that book. Like offshores, I really don't talk about directing people to that. One, I feel like, like I see sites and listen, I've been on sites that have affiliates and say, oh, join up here. And it is what it is. But I don't know how I was going with that. You just brought up those two books. I just on because people are going to be like, well, what do you like to use? I try not to, no one's paying me to say who I use. I use a bunch of them. I always mention DraftKings and FanDuel and MGM and Will Hill's spots for lines for discussing games. But Nets come out smoking tonight. I agree, Mike. I agree. Yes, Darius. Give me the Nets. Give me the Nets tonight. Why the Nets? Because I think they're better. Plain and simple. Give me the Nets. Did I do look-ahead lines? I want to go watch it. Yes, we did look-ahead lines on – we actually talked about, I think, the look-ahead lines on, I think, Friday, on the Football Friday show. And again, we did the Sunday – and on Sunday night we did it. And we've already had lines moved, Mr. Sneak. I said, grab the Falcons – at plus 2.5 against Miami, and now they're 2.5-point faves. So, King D in a place to be. What do you say there, King? How are you today? Speaking of some NFL, so we gave out the early Tuesday Mountain West teaser, right? Mountain West money teaser, Utah State, New Mexico, San Diego State, and these will be up again for you. So the double-digit dummy play, that's what I'm calling this teaser, right? We're going to go huge phase in the NFL, and I got to say, this NFL Sunday, as much as I cashed in like a champion and I'm sleeping on stacks of money over my last couple plays in the NFL last Sunday, this week looks a little tougher. We got some huge fades, right? So this is my double-digit dummy teaser play here, right? We're going to tease them down. Green Bay to 2.5, the Rams to 8, and Tampa Bay to 6.5. Washington team, I got to win by 3. Again, simple thinking, dumb thinking. It's a teaser. We'll see how it rolls. We'll see how it plays out. Give me Green Bay at home. Give me the Rams at home. Give me Tampa Bay. The Lions are terrible. Goff is horrendous. Rams should win this by double digits. I don't know if I'm going to lay the 15 with the Rams, but I'll tell you what. I'll be laying 13 or whatever it is with Tampa Bay. That'll be it. I will lay whatever the number is with Tampa Bay. I'll lay up to 15 with Tampa. The Bears, as I said, we had Green Bay last week. Everybody was like, oh, the Bears, this is a good defense against Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers plays the Bears all the time, right? So he took care of business. They won a little closer than I expected. That being said, how is Fields moving the ball? They have poor running backs. Tampa Bay defense is not good at all. I'm going to say Tampa Bay defense is suspect. I get it. But the Bears are not shutting down Tom Brady. This is a double-digit win by Tampa here. So that's my too early NFL teaser, double-digit dummy play, teasing down the big faves. Where are we at here in the chat? Falcons should win the game, right? Yeah, should. Well, they should. I'm happy. I got 2.5. It's better than laying. So, bye week, regroup a little bit. Miami doesn't look good, and they're coming back from London. How don't they have a bye week? Just on a pure scheduling spot, and I'm getting plus 2.5. I took the Falcons. Yeah, Sunday night for the show. Sunday night. Yeah, Sunday is the show. And it's a short show, usually like 10, 15 minutes. I try not to chat too much this week. I run through all the games real fast, my initial leans and what the lines are. So that's that. Props about history. Yeah, history versus pitcher. Ballparks, how they hit there. How you do ISO powers, you can really jump into the right lefts. Yeah, for me, if I'm doing props like that, it's always about how they head-to-head versus the pitcher, and against that team. Like, you're going to see relief pitchers and stuff like that. So I agree. Good points. Brooklyn under. You like the Brooklyn under. See, we're opposite on these two, under and the over. I'm on the opposites of those, Sean. Dodgers. I'm not going to – listen, I grade the Braves just because I think the Dodgers – can they choke? Can they win it? Should they win? Yeah. Bueller's better than Moore. I get it. I just I'm getting 170. I'm taking a shot on the value there. Devils, yes. I just said, you know what? Devils puck line, Sean. Cracking on the road again, back-to-back spots. Big road trip for them. So, yeah, let's go Devils. Winnipeg on a puck line. Let me pull up the Winnipeg. I don't know what they – and then we got Washington Capitals over – the 6 against Colorado. I can do that. I like Colorado today, so I'm hoping for a shootout there. Winnipeg over a puck line there. So you got to take plus 1.5 there against the Minnesota Wild. All right. 0-2, desperate, right? Hang tough, maybe lose by goal. I get it. Eagle, I said this on the show. This is just one game I'm not even going to get involved in. I would probably lean to the over because the Eagles – give up a ton of points, and then they score garbage points when it doesn't matter. So I would lean over there. But I did not bet it. That's probably one game I'm not even going to want to bet. I would not bet two garbage teams. What's that, 48.5, 49? What's it at now? 49 went up. It's gone up a half point since the show. I'd lean over. I'm not betting it, though. Strongest sport, big facts. It really, over a lifetime, I have all my numbers because that's what I do. Let's see. I'm going to say NBA is my worst sport over the years. So NBA is my worst. I'll tell you that right now. College hoops, we got 5 of the last 6 years. Big plus money's there. So I love NBA. I guess hockey, not hockey, baseball, a little losing here this year, but it's really going to come down to, I don't want to say just have a best because that's not how it really goes. It's not, NFL and college football have been the most consistent. I've had winning years record-wise and 11 of 13 years for NFL and college football. But and other sports, like for college basketball, like I've been good at like 5 of the last 6 years, really good years. And transpiring that into a record on like a site where it's split, it doesn't really take into account of if like my best game is so-and-so. Like NFL this year, I'm a couple games over 500, 54%. But the games I really like, they're winning at a great clip. So to go flat out what is your best? It really depends because you can't really have just one. I mean, if you're going to bet for as a pro, if you want to bet to make money, you got to know, I guess what you're good, what you're bad at. I mean, strong. It just your numbers got to change all the time. Like I know NBA is my least favorite, and records tell me that I really don't make money often in NBA. I pick spots. I win a little bit. I don't get carried away. I don't bet NBA like I bet college basketball. College basketball, I'll come firing right out of the gate. NBA, I'm like, yeah, I'll dib and dab. But NFL, we're talking over 1,000 plays at 54% I'm going to say that's strong because I know when it comes down to like my top, when I put out like a 10-star, my game of the week, whatever you want to call it, I know those hit in the over 60% range. So I'd say NFL first would probably be my strongest. And again, that's at 54, 55%. People want to say, it's terrible. Do that for 12, 1,300 picks. Let's see how terrible that is over 10, 12 years. Next up would be a toss-up between, believe it or not, college football the last 5, 6 years has been really good for me. This year, not so much. Overall, a lose record in college. But the college basketball and college football being my number 2. And then baseball, because I make every year I kind of make money in baseball. Not best. I can have a losing record in baseball record-wise, but between, win totals and maybe if I hit a prop or a future on Cy Young or MVP or stuff like that, it just really throttles the money there. So, and then it'll be hockey, and then obviously NBA would be my least favorite at the bottom. But NFL's, I hate to say it's strong because it just varies. Like some days you're just running hot and you concentrate more on one thing than another. App State tomorrow. Yes, I like App State, and I like the over there too. Give me some Appalachian State. Again, Coastal. Everybody's going to be on Coastal off of their bye week, 10 days off. App State, 13 points last week. They're terrible. I don't know. I'm going to like Appalachian and probably the over. They were faves. I know they're faves now. I said this the other day, Mark. I said it Friday during the Midday Money Football Friday show. I said we had the Falcons. I said it Saturday during College Football Saturday show. I know I said it Sunday during the day when the line went from 2.5. It was like a pick 'em, and on a Sunday show. And by Sunday night, they're 2.5 point faves. I try to help you. I try to help everybody, but again, people don't want to jump in early. That's and I say this all the time. Record on one site of mine and another site for this year, 2 totally different records. Same games, but one site comes out different time than another. I get better lines on another site than I get on another site. Same games, whether it's a half point, 1 point, whatever the case may be, a push comes into a loss, or a loss is a push instead of a win. It adds up $1,000 just on 2 sites with the same exact plays. So if you're going to miss out, if you don't have $50 to wrap up for a week, if you're betting $50 or $100, it could come back to cost you. How about this game? Falcons for one. Say this game comes into a 1-point game, 24-23, Falcons win, or you're a loser. But if you would have bet it a week ahead of time, you would have been a winner. And I say it, and it's half jokingly and half not jokingly. If you can't wrap up $50 for a week, I'm not even talking about long-term doing a 6-month win total. If you don't have $50 or $100 or whatever, you're $10. If you can't wrap that up for 6 days, 7 days, because you won't be able to bet on a Wednesday night, some random game on NBA you want to. I say it all the time. Stop betting. Stop betting, folks. I mean, if you just want to give money away, message me. I'll give you whatever, PayPal, Venmo. Just send me money if you're looking to give money away. Makes no sense to me. Big facts. Yeah, Falcons line flipped. They sure did. We a bunch of these lines. Where are they? I write them down. Now I have the lines from the summer. I always get the lines from 2 weeks out. You get the games are out for the week after. You can see what the lines are going to be, and then you can see the adjustment to the eye test, right? Like, oh my goodness, the Bills, they're a 6-point fave. Well, this line was 3 a week ago until they beat Kansas City, and the lines moved. I mean, look at it next week. We'll see how these games move. Let me see. Arizona. I'm going to pull up a site. Let me see if I could get, because I have some early lines for next week. I got nothing up yet on some of these sites. But Arizona is up as a 3 and a 49, the early look for that game for Thursday night against the Packers. How about this? How about the Jets were favored by 1 over the Bengals next week? All right. If I tell you the Bengals are going to be an underdog against the Jets next week, who's not jumping on the Bengals? Colts are 3.5 over the Titans. Rams 8.5 Texans. Browns 4.5 over the Steelers. Eagles 1 over the Lions. Niners 4 over the Bears. Falcons 3.5 over Carolina. Bills 7 over Miami. Chargers 2.5 over the Patriots. Seattle 7.5 over the Jaguars. Broncos 3 over the Washington. Tampa 2.5 over the Saints. Vikings 2 over the Cowboys. How about that? Sunday night, Vikings 2.5 over Dallas in Mini. And Monday night, Kansas City 10 over the Giants. Who's not laying 10 with Kansas City over the Giants right now? You're not telling me that game's not going to be 14 when that game comes out next week? 12.5, 13? Simmons is not playing against the Pelicans. Who cares about Ben Simmons? And that game's tomorrow. We don't care about tomorrow. We're worrying about today's NBA. NBA, I can't look and start getting down on games a day ahead of time. I can't. I mean, it's opening night. You think everybody should be available? But who knows? Bucks 13.5 next week. Yeah, well, this weekend, yeah. Tease it down, LJ. I put that up in our dummy teaser play. We're going to go Green Bay, Tampa, and Rams with our too good to be true teaser. Yeah, double digits all over. I'm not loving the game. Not loving. It's going to be tough coming up with some picks for a contest for sure. Ben Simmons suspended after practice. Okay. Miss Danica says she's the boss, big facts. She don't care what her partner says. She's in charge. Moneyline Parlay's got 30K in 2 weeks. Someone else was coming in on the on the YouTube feedback like, oh, I don't know, or in the YouTube chat for the show, like, I don't know, Moneyline Parlays are easy. And then it just happened that the Bills lost that night as a big Moneyline Parlay for them. But I do they hit, Sean? Yeah, I just and I said in the show, and I told this guy too, I said, if you came in here looking for plays from a pro, and I'm in here laying, let's take Alabama minus $3,700. Like, that's somebody you think makes money long term? Like, come on. How is that even a good? And there's people who do that as a content provider. I'm good. You go be a content provider. I've been my whole life and on selling picks and just being a pro bettor since 2005, 2004 on sites since 05, 06. I can't do that. Get mocked in this business to do that. People make money. That's fine. If you're disciplined enough to make money on it, Sean, I'm not going to have fun with it. That's not what I'm coming here to put out picture people. 10.3 teams dummy. What can go wrong teaser? Seriously, right? So these are today's picks again. Nets, Lakers under, Stars on the ice, Braves under, Stros over. Just in case everybody missed. Free mind. We catch the Titans. You're welcome. You're welcome. Lock it in with King D. Here we go. Pittsburgh Penguins. I'm opposite with you. I'm on Dallas. Everybody's got jokes from Mr. Nika. Nets, let's cash it. Yes, sir. Women are always the boss. Yeah. I like the Bucks and Indy for sure. Yeah, listen, I got the Colts +4 already. Miami or Philly +2. Well, I got the Falcons +2.5. Philly and the Raiders. That's a no play for me. Like, why do you want to get involved in those two garbage teams? They're a hot mess. I can't. Over, maybe the over. It's gone up 0.5 point. I just can't pick a side on that game. Not in his world, he says. Michael, I'll see you tomorrow. You're moving on to the contest for week 2. You, Stimmy, and Richie P, all 4-1. So you guys will be going at it for next week for the contest. No, listen, I don't hide for myself. I pulled out my stuff. I was trying to count out the last couple of years and going through record wise. I tell you how it is. I mean, who's going to come on here and tell you they're having a losing baseball season and say these are my picks? I mean, my record wise, it is what it is. 9 games under. But I personally, am I up for baseball a little bit? I said this the other day. I said I'm up a little bit because I've hit some futures. I've had some nice little in-game nonsense I've done, and but that doesn't translate onto sites, and that doesn't count. But I'll tell you when you come in the chat, I tell you how I do. I got nothing to hide from. I mean, go ahead. I got 15 years of records between videos on here on my old channel. I mean, what the heck? You could go to plenty of guys who are gonna make up lies and then disappear in 3 months. There are a lot of those folks out there. Go ahead, have fun. Coastal -4. No, Robert, no. Wrap it up. Where'd you tell me to wrap it up? Oh, it's an hour long. We gotta definitely wrap it up, right? I'll go over the Falcons game. Lean in there for sure. I got to look at the total there, Mr. Neek. I didn't sidewise. I just saw the +2.5, and I grabbed the Falcons based on value right off the gate. Coming to Austin, I'll take a road trip up to Austin. I still got to go see one of our guys right up here outside of Houston and Cypress. I got to go visit. Coastal smack and Appalachian, he says. Coastal 4.5 now. I'm on the other side. Give me the dog and the over. NC State versus the Canes. I told you this game again. NC State was a 2.5-point dog in this game. Love the too good to be true teaser, right? Jim, have a good one. Why on this NC State? I don't know. I'm not on NC State there. I might actually take the Canes. I should have grabbed the Canes. I don't know why I missed out on them. I liked them last week against North Carolina. I didn't play them, and it happens. Care to talk about why Okie State is a T-Day dog to overrated Iowa State? I've only looked at a lot of the college. J-Dub, I'll tell you, I'm not having a great overall season in college, and if things don't jump out to me right away, those games have not paid off for me. Believe it, I come in. You're gonna find a guy who can tell you they're hitting 90% or some nonsense. I'm honest. My college this year, my initial thoughts on games, I've been good at. Anything I've added like late in the week, like on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I've just not won much for me. I mean, like at a 30% clip, just bad. And this game did not pop at me, so I didn't jump at it. So I'll talk more about this. Maybe I'm going to get to the Football Friday show, and on Saturday morning, I'll have a little more insight on it if I'm going to play it or my thoughts on it. But as of now, there's not one I was looking at. So contest is every Thursday. Well, not this Thursday because it still continues from last week. So Thursday we have a 5-game, Sean. It's the Thursday night game. I pick a Friday college football, a Saturday college football, a Sunday NFL, and Monday night. Straight spread. Everybody got the same 5 games. Dog or favorite on the spread. Winner moves on. This week we got 3 guys moving on to next week. So it's always on Thursdays, first day. But I put the picks for this. Well, I usually put the picks out on Tuesday for the contest, just so people know who they're going to be. I like the Colts winning outright. I'm with you on the Colts. Hurricanes are terrible. Yes, they are. Miami fan since Larry Coker. Glad you didn't fall off the bandwagon, Larry Coker. You see that? Howard Schnellenberger. I'm an 80s guy. Jimmy Johnson. Dennis Erickson. Old school. You're 15 and the team's like, nobody likes them because they're the new guys on the block. Just like the 30 for 30. You think he's going to get killed? He didn't look too bad on the road. Patriots -7. You know what? I think if you want New England, it was like Sean, 6.5 early, now 7. I get it. Bet New England now. It's only going to go up. I might take the Jets. I'm going to see how many points I get with the Jets. Seattle's money line, they were +3 the other day. Rams over. I got you. App State money line. I like Appalachian. I like the points, and I like the over there. I just like the Nets. Give me the Nets. Oh no, your bets wrap them up in advance. Yeah, I mean, what? That's what I do. Bet it, forget it. I make picks, you fade them, you win. That's like 99% of us, Alex. I mean, like you people are streaky. You're up, you're down. Putting it all together in sports is tough to do. I say this all the time. Like I think, go to leaderboard. I mean, Insider's Room's having a great year. I'm not on the plus money side of things here on the winner free pick side um, for the year. Different side I'm on. Again, different lines. They come out. It is what it is. Um, but personally, it's people bet. I don't even know how to word this. Right? Everybody's different. You got that bankroll. You have to be able money management. Control yourself. You can't. People. I could come in here and have a losing baseball season record rise, but make money. You can do, and that's not just baseball. That's any sport. You can do that if you're disciplined enough. All right, your sides on the sites. A lot of sites only have sider totals. But you could make money doing other things. Right? We talk about the player props all the time. I like Chiefs money line and parlay, but Titans are sneaky. Might sneak in for the cover. I kind of like the Titans next week. What have we seen out of Kansas City? You're happy that they shut down Washington football team? That again, they're moving the ball the first half. A lot of turnovers. Could have been a lot more points in that game. They did lose player. One guy got carted off. Yeah, you always got to check on that. Sometimes, again, I had the Tennessee when they were missing a couple of the wide receivers route. Whatever. I short of a quarterback or if Derrick Henry was out, it'd be one thing. We see like CMC out, major things. But other times, like, what, next guy out. But we'll see. We'll see where the line goes. We'll talk about this more, Mr. Nika. Killing in college football right now. Yeah, my bigger plays have cash for me. So that's the only thing that saves my personal bankroll. But overall on the sites, I'm not, it's different. You can't just weigh in, Mattress Mac on the Stros to win it all. He's always on the Stros. Jim Zorn, baby. There we go. Steve Largent. Capitals on the ice. I'm on the other side. Panthers. I like Florida. Sabres. No opinion on that one. Red Sox, yes. Over, yes. Good luck to you. Thanks for coming in. Nets first half. I say take it, Quincy. I like the Nets today. Liverpool, double chance versus Atletico Madrid. Over 1.5 total match goals. Mohamed Salah for who is this guy? I've seen a couple of people. Oh, it's Ashley. I'm looking at I didn't even see it was you, Ashley. I was like, someone else is coming here talking about this guy to score too. And it's Ashley. There we go, Miss Soccer. Someone was in here way earlier asking about soccer. Chiefs rarely cover. Yeah, they rarely do because it's a big inflated line. And let's be honest, they play down. They don't care about the regular season anymore. They don't care. They just got to get out with a win. Boston losing today. He's got the Stros showing. Listen, that'll be great for my series pick on the Stros, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Grinky. Over Coastal, yes. Look at this. He's going back to 2000. That 2000, 2001 team, bro. I mean, they talk about Bama best team in college football. This team, first of all, they get screwed with Ohio State in that. I mean, ridiculous pass interference call. They should have been back-to-back champs. And just how many guys went to the NFL? Insane. Dodgers run line and over to 7.5. You're all in on these guys today. I think Dodgers are going to roll it out today. Big, the bats, everybody shows up. Everybody shows up for the Dodgers today. I kind of miss AC because I'd be like, I go down once a month. I get the fan cave, Mike. I'd go down there all the time. Be like, come on down to the fan cave. Let's go. So I'd come down. It's nice being there, I guess I do miss hitting a diner for Taylor ham and cheese. I'll tell you that. Here I got to go to Kroger. I get like Taylor ham. They have the Taylor pork roll here. I grab it. Sometimes they have it in the deli. It's carried by Boar's Head. Or sometimes they have the sleeves of the meat in a little wrap, like the whole, you got to slice it up. So he should improve themselves from cheating. Yeah, a lot. Oh, they proved themselves a little bit. We'll see what happens. I mean, I one, I didn't think the Sox were going to move on, right? I took the Yanks against them because I don't like the Sox bullpen. I took Tampa against them, the Sox bullpen. We saw letting teams get back into things. But you know what? They're up 2-1 now. Greinke has been not good. I'll take Boston in the over. If Houston wins, I'm still alive on my other side. I got a little more on the over than I do on Boston. So, Vinny. I think if I purchase a Vegas phone, I'll be able to bet in Texas. No, because you got the whatever. You got the band on or whatever. Your geolocator. So you got to have the phone and leave it with a buddy in Vegas, Nevada. Yeah, they were good. They were good. Yeah, most sites check your IP. I'll tell you what, because I still log into Jersey betting sites from here, and I can still see, my bets and stuff, but I can't put stuff in. And a lot of times when you come in with like a different VPN, that just screws up everything. It's all right. I gotta tell you. So the meat's fabulous. Like the kids, that's all we get here. I just do chicken. I told you, I think the other day, they like the ranch chicken, and I'm just doing steaks all the time. And the steaks are great. And I don't even I used to just marinate stuff up in Jersey. Like I'd get like the Lowry's or whatever kind of ShopRite mix, steak and shop mix, or signature steakhouse mix, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Now I just go buy the rubs here and throw a lot of rub on top of it. And it's just, it is so great. So the steaks are great, number one. I got to say the vegetable selection, again, I'll go to my Whataburger. Whataburger is better than In-N-Out, folks. I don't care. Take your In-N-Out and get the hell out of here. Even that nasty Jack in the Crack, the Jack in the Box, the lettuce and tomatoes, I don't get onions. Like a lettuce or tomatoes on something. It is crunchy and fresh. Like the fast food stuff. It's not like Jersey, you get a burger that thing's like some wilted piece of lettuce, like the garnish they got off the side of the road off of one of the Route 22 or something off the highway. Come to Boston. Big facts, bro. We talked about this. I will never go. I despise Boston. Everything about the Red Sox, even the Celtics, back when I'm a Barkley fan, back when I liked the Sixers as a kid. I don't eat New England clam chowder. I don't like the accents. I can't even watch The Departed with their fake accents. And as much as I love Marky Mark, I just can't with Boston. I will swim around Boston if I was going somewhere else. Not happening with Boston. I don't even drink tea. I've never had a cup of tea. And it's probably deep embedded in me because of Boston. Overseas book for me, Higgs. You know what? Yes, I do. Oh, man. You know what, Rich? I got to send you a message. I want to see what you use here down in town. I'm about to watch old footage now. I played semi-pro ball and padded my game after Ed Reed and Antron Roll played strong safety. Yeah, Ed Reed was a beast. That guy was awesome. Antron Roll was pretty good, too. Come on, they were good teams. Yeah, I can't with Boston. I'm a Jersey guy, Mr. Nika, but again, I like the Yanks. I grew up a Yankee fan, right? I remember my dad taking me to a game. I think my first game I went to was a Royals Yankee game, and I remember two games we went to. One time it rained like crazy, and we were actually under one of the mezzanines, and it was a night game or whatever. And I just remember sitting there with my dad, and I don't remember who they played that game. And another time we were there, it was definitely the Royal game, and he just got totally lost coming out because the old Bronx that you drive around. I remember it was I'm like, where the heck are we? It was just burned out buildings in the old Bronx. This is people. I think people forget New York was really a dump back in the early '80s, coming out of '70s. '70s was, I don't know. You must see you look young in your photo. The '70s were a bad decade. And I remember I had to be 7 or 8. So it was early '80s. And it was just like, I just remember like garbage piled up and like, it was crazy. I mean, we had just moved into a house. I was like 4 years old. So I was like, wasn't used to seeing like apartments and stuff like that. But yeah, as a Yankee fan, I can't stand Boston. I've hated Boston my entire life. Everything about it. I like New England clam chowder, and then I learned where like New England was. I couldn't eat it anymore. Like what? New England, Boston? No. In and out all day. Get out of here. Get out. Oh, Jersey Mike's. So I came down here and I tried Jersey Mike's. Like, oh, you gotta have Jersey Mike's. I'm like, I'm from Jersey. Why the hell am I on Jersey Mike's subs? Like, I'll get a real sub. And my son for the football team, when they have team meals, like he's like, oh, Jersey Mike's is good. I'm thinking to myself, why the heck are we eating that stuff, Dan? Like you're from Jersey. He's like, yeah, but there's no sub places down here. I'm thinking to myself, you know what? There are no sub places. I did have Jersey Mike's. I don't know. I'm not gonna do Jersey Mike's. No, it's a 2.5-hour flight. I'll fly to Jersey if I really want to sub, and I would. Or I'd have my mom ship me something on some dry ice. Not gonna get Jersey Mike. Why? That's like saying something. I'm gonna go get Jersey Mike subs. No, I guess people down here never had a real sub. But no, I'm not gonna do that. I would rather just make a turkey and cheese sandwich. And there's no like Portuguese rolls down here. All you got's like these crazy like Mexican kind of roundish kind of rolls. I don't know what they are. Like, what is that about? There's no, Jersey Mike's for Western. Yeah, get that out of Jersey Mike's. I'll never go to Jersey Mike's. I'll never go to McDonald's. Although I do like the Burger King chicken sandwich. I might still do that. The Jack in the Box was horrible. My daughter calls it crap in a box. So it would only be Whataburger for me. Or Raising Cane's. Like, even as much as I love Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's all day, baby. Raising Cane's. Like, expensive as heck. Dude, a 6-piece meal. I got my son a 6-piece meal the other. It was $14 for 6 pieces of chicken and one of the crappy little toasted rolls. It's nonsense. Yeah, Whataburgers. Coastal Carolina all day, Justin. I'm on the other side. Give me the doggy and the over. Closest to real subs right here. I'll make my own real sub. Firehouse sub. There's a Firehouse subs going right across the street from the Jersey Mike's. And let me tell you, so another thing about Texas down here. So, it's weird because I'm from Jersey and it's like there's just houses, that's, here everything's like a town, right? You live in some kind of development with a name to it, and a mile or 2 miles down the road, there's like just huge shopping centers, like a bunch of everything. There's no like mom and pop kind of places, Like I feel like opening up a place for like real food. Overpriced bologna sandwiches, hot garbage. I did have their cheesesteak one time. Try paying for fast food here in Hawaii. Well, yeah, I bet it's probably insane. Everything in Hawaii is expensive. All right, we're getting out of here. We're going to spend, we'll do a food show another time. Maybe we'll come in for a food show. That's what we do on Football Friday. We won't talk anything. We'll just talk food. People will be like, what? What is this? What's happening here? All right, good luck, everybody. I will see you tomorrow for a big NBA game one, or day one, I should say. I'll get some NBA up. Let's go Nets tonight. Hopefully Nets and Lakers. The Nets come in, and then we hit the Lakers under, and even the Lakers win. Boy, I'll be happy as a cat. I'll be excited. But we're out of here. Have a good one. I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.